So when it comes to Big Sean music in 2024, and I'm not even this type of guy, but if it ain't a hit record, or my people say, nah, bro, Sean going crazy, you might want to check this out. If it's not one of those two things, I'm not really checking for Big Sean music. Top of the Top, episode 256, Stash House Podcast. Your boy Tyler checking in. First time listeners, thank y'all for tuning in. If you tune in weekly, salute. And this just an episode, saw some topics you may want to hear about. Thank you for tuning in as well. Podcast available on all streaming platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe, like this video on YouTube, tell a friend to tell a friend, check out this show. All love, greatly, greatly appreciated. Hope everybody's been staying on the up and up this past few weeks, staying cool in the summer heat, drinking plenty of water, sending many blessings out to everybody to stay on the up and up. This week episode, jumping back into music, a few things I want to talk about. And I want to start with talking about Big Sean. I want to talk about Big Sean, many things I want to speak about. But first, I want to say he announced he got a new album coming out. He has a new album called Better Me Than You, dropping August 9th. So people checking in for Big Sean, I'm sure it's people jumping for joy over this news. Salute. Me personally, I have no expectations for this album. And I want to talk about it. I really want to talk about, if you want to say a career spotlight segment or whatever you want to call it, I want to do one with Big Sean because I'm on record throughout the years saying it's 3 artists I feel like at this point in my life, I just don't feel the need to listen to their new music. At a point in time, they was giving out great quality music, quality songs, and maybe he'll have 1 or 2 of this project, but those 3 artists, Big Sean, Wale, and Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? Just different things played into their career, the output of music, whatever the case may be. Just at this 30-year-old, about to be 31-year-old point in my life, it's just like I'd rather just relive the glory days. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about Big Sean. Like I said, Better Me Than You album coming out August 9th. Throughout the week, he's been on my timeline. I've been seeing Instagram clips, freestyle clips. He's been making his rounds. He dropped a record as well called Yes. So if you want to check that out, check it out. And supposedly, I think it started about a week ago on my Twitter timeline. People were saying somebody leaked his album. They're like, somebody leaked this album. It's rumored it might be a Kanye West fan or somebody from Kanye West team because Big Sean is a Kanye West protege. They've been having their back and forth throughout the years or whatever the case may be. And I just found that odd. I was like, okay, here we like. I understand an album being leaked, but for one, who would want to leak a Big Sean album? Like I said, I have no anticipation, no expectations for this album. I probably won't even listen to it. A few years ago, he dropped Detroit 2. I probably listened to half, if not all of it, and I never went back to it. I'm on record saying Big Sean hasn't been somebody I look at for new music in a mighty long time. Really 2017, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But I was like, okay, somebody leaked Big Sean album. Okay, cool. I remember early on in the year, he dropped a song, and people was like, okay, this sounds like it's going to be the theme song of the NBA playoffs. And I want to say, at least for the first round, I do feel like I heard it throughout the NBA playoffs. But shortly after that, the whole Kendrick Drake thing, and like I said, when that started, I said, well, I'm glad it happened because it stepped on whatever Big Sean had coming out. I just don't feel the need for new Big Sean music in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I'm sure some people jumping for joy. I've been seeing some comments. People are happy for Big Sean. It seems like that's the one artist a lot of people would like to see win. You know what I'm saying? I don't really understand it. Like, a lot of these things, in my opinion, just sticking with the music aspect of things because a lot of stuff played behind the scenes as well. But in terms of music output, I put all the blame on Sean. And I want to talk about it. So, when I say it was a point in time where Big Sean was putting out quality music, it was 2011, 2012, 13, 14. And I'll even throw 2017 in the mix because I decided was that year. But it was a point in time where Big Sean, Dark Sky Paradise album. My personal favorite Big Sean project was the Detroit mixtape, I Decided albums. And there was a point where Big Sean was very, very good on features. 2 Chainz KO, Wiz Khalifa, Gang Bang on the Cabin Fever mixtape, the numerous features he had with good music artists. But even with all that, I did always feel like, yeah, Big Sean was making great music. He had hit records as well throughout that time. But it was no real connection with Big Sean like it was with the Wiz, a Currency, Kendrick, a J. Cole, Drake at the time. Like everybody in that blog era time, Mac Miller, you know what I'm saying? Like I had more connections with those guys' music than I did with Big Sean. It's like Big Sean would come on the feature, like, okay, he killed the feature, but I don't know really much about bruh. You know what I'm saying? So that was always something with Big Sean I thought held him back. It was like, yeah, he made hits, he could rap, but that's all I know about him. You know what I'm saying? So I think that eventually caught up with him as well. And the reason why I really don't understand the Big Sean disconnect at the same time, like, damn, he worked with some of my favorite producers. Hit Boy, Alchemist, so I don't know. Maybe it just, like I said, he hit his peak, and throughout the past few years, I just feel like he's just trying to get back to that point where I feel like he tricked himself out of his own position. You know what I'm saying? So where did it all go wrong for Big Sean, in my opinion? I'm going to say 2017, the same year I Decided came out. I Decided drop, well received, cool. But with that, I cannot remember what song. I don't know if it was Bounce Back, No More Interviews. I can't remember the song, but that's when he allegedly took shots at Kendrick. And then Kendrick came back with the Damn album, you know, say Candyman, and Big Sean kind of ran away from that. He was on some, you know, I didn't say nobody's name, and whoop. But you keep, like, when somebody say, well, is it Kendrick? You insinuate it, but you're like, well, I didn't ever say nobody's name, so why would you insinuate something and be afraid to say the name when Kendrick is saying, say my name and we can get it going? So that's why I was saying when Not Like Us came out earlier this year, I was like, imagine if Big Sean were to step in the ring now. Of course, they got the history with the Control verse and everything, but I was like, okay, you insinuated, you didn't say the name, all right, whatever. But months after that, you dropped the collab album with Metro Boomin. And it wasn't, I ain't gonna say early Metro Boomin, but it was Metro Boomin after the Future run, after What a Time to Be Alive. And Big Sean instantly like, okay, let's do something. When Metro Boomin was scorching hot at the time, and it just wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. The sound didn't match up, and worstly, it was a lot of corny Big Sean bars on that album. He had a lot of corny bars. It was just like, this the guy that was talking about Dot a couple months ago. This the guy that been making these hits for the past year. Like, this what he doing now? So that's where it started to go downhill. You got the label issue. That's never a good thing. Like I said, he's Kanye West's protege. So Kanye West, throughout this time period, all the stuff been going on with him. And people just asking like, I wonder what Big Sean thinks about all this. So he kind of been the butt of jokes as well. He got with Jhené Aiko. He started on this healing journey, which so we thought, but it's like with everything going on in Big Sean's career, I feel like from his talk about mental health, relationship, they just had a child, so fatherhood, label issues, and just overall fighting for respect, you would think Big Sean music would connect more, for me at least. I'm like, well, you got shit to talk about, but when it comes time to talk about it, I don't hear nothing. So when it comes to Big Sean music in 2024, and I'm not even this type of guy, but if it ain't a hit record, or my people say, nah, bro, Sean going crazy, you might want to check this out. If it's not one of those two things, I'm not really checking for Big Sean music, honestly. There was a time period where, yes, he was giving out quality music. But fast forward 2024, and from what I heard from this Yes record, from the clips I've been seeing, he was playing music on his Instagram Live. From what I heard from that, yeah, my opinion just still staying. Like, I'm cool on Big Sean music. Like I said, one of my people who music opinion I trust say, nah, bro, he got a song with Alchemist or Hit Boy on this. He going pretty good. Or if I just see a TikTok trend or what's this song? Oh, it be a Sean song? Oh, he might have one with Janae that go crazy. Who knows? But I'm not about to rush August 9th and listen to a new Big Sean album. I'm just not. So, yeah, man, I just think a lot of things played in the Big Sean's career to where some was self-inflicted, some, like I say, label issues. But overall, man, like, just, I guess, go back to the old formula. Go back to what worked. Do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? I always understood, like, the whole I want to be mentioned with the top guys, but, I mean, that was, like, people say that fan base was set in stone when your fan base was still like, okay, you just the guy with the features. So just make the hit records. Make the I Don't Fuck With Yous. Make the Ass, Marvin Gaye, Chardonnay, Bounce Back. Big Sean can make hit records. The tracks with Chris Brown, Ty Dolla $ign, like, just be the lover boy that can rap very well and make hit records. For every Drake, there's a Future. For every Kendrick Lamar, it's a Wiz Khalifa. These guys can still go on tour and sell out shows like the Big Dogs. They comfortable with their place. Currency is cool with being in New Orleans. Hey, all my cars paid for. I got a house, my family taken care of. I can go on tour and sell out. My album's going to stream. My old catalog going to stream. I got my own merchandise store. I'm doing my thing. No, I'm not number one on Billboard, but I'm good. I'm comfortable. I'm only worried about me. And I think Big Sean I want to be mentioned with Kendrick. Oh, Kanye West, he's my mentor, so I got to be more than what he was. Fam, Kanye West made College Dropout, Late Registration, and Graduation out the bat. Switched things up with 808s. Did My Dark Twisted Fantasy. I want to say by the time Big Sean got in the mix with Kanye West had those 5 albums already. You're not going to get nowhere near that. So just do your own thing, carve your own lane, man, and just do you. Do you. Block out the outside hate. I do feel like Big Sean looks for the sympathy card. I feel like a lot of the industry people want Big Sean to win, want Big Sean to have this moment. But Big Sean got to put in the work. Big Sean got to take the bars up a level. He got to come with great hooks again. Go with a producer that will give you that bounce that you're looking for. We in a new age now, man. Just one TikTok video can make that song sound trendy. So I'm looking forward to see what Big Sean do. Like I say, I'm not going to rush to listen to it. If I see something, if I see a clip or something that get my attention, I'll probably check out that song. But, yeah. And Big Sean not the only artist I'm going to do this with. A$AP Rocky saying his album coming out in August. I want to talk about A$AP career. Eventually, I want to get more in detail with the Wale situation like I talked about. Meek Mill, I just have like I said last year, he dropped the collab with Rick Ross. That's the only reason why I listened to that, because Ross was on it. Meek Mill, I have no desire to really, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the thing with Big Sean. Another thing I want to speak on real quick before I get up out of here. A lot of these tours going on. It's a lot of tours going on. I saw a TikTok video. Somebody asked, are there too many tours in 2024? And I agree. It is a lot. It is a lot. Now, if you're a person who can make time for all these tours, salute. Me personally, that September, October time, it's like, I got NFL, college football, NBA going to start back soon. And what makes me say it's a lot of tours, one, it's a lot of tours overall, simply. And then it's a lot of tours I would like to go on, but my schedule is just like, dang, I got this set for then. Oh, you just announced a tour? Okay, when's your tour date around my area? Ooh, it's close to the date I'm already going to. What about an out-of-town date? Dang, I just so happened got us something going on then, too. So it's like, as we get older, our schedules are different, and with all these tours going on, you got to think about it. Coming out the pandemic, 2021 and 2022, you can make the argument where the tours were costly. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, if you ain't Beyonce or Bad Bunny, why is your concert ticket this high? Fast forward 2024, we making an argument now. It's like, damn, it's too many tours. Like, we got to pick and choose. And these are artists we like. it's pros and cons to it. Me personally, I love going to a good concert. I just went to the Lots a couple weeks ago just to have something to do in July. I've been working all summer. 4th of July weekend was my first summer weekend. You know what I'm saying? I just kicked it for real, did a little something. But 4th of July was the start of my summer, even though I still got to work and everything. But went to the Lots. Great show. It was in Atlanta at the Eastern. My first time at the Eastern venue. To put you in the mindset, it's like a smaller tabernacle. But just imagine the tabernacle with just 2 levels, the floor and the first balcony. With that middle area, the middle area has stands around. But the middle area has stands so you can sit. And I want to say the left and the right have like garden rails that set up like a bar you can put your drinks on. Overall, it's an ideal venue. It's one of my favorite venues I've been to. Parking aside, drink prices aside, just the setup of the venue is one of my favorite venues I've been to. The Lots killed it, all that good stuff. Even when I check outside of the normal viewing area I go to, if I just want to travel to go, it's like, well, damn, I'm scrunching in for not even a concert that I got playing, something else I got playing, you know? So it just all goes that we getting older, we got stuff to do, we don't got as much free time as we think. But at the same time, it is a lot of tours going on. Just give y'all some names. Usher, Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla went on tour. Chris Brown, Benny and Bodie James, The Lots, Party Next Door, Schoolboy Q, Don Toliver, Kaytranada, Anderson .Paak, Janet Jackson, SWV, and Escape. And that just some. That's not even all, and that's not even all for the rest of the year. Then you add in the festivals. Then you add in the concerts where it got like 4 or 5 different acts coming for like a good summer bash concert or something like that. Then you count the overseas stuff these guys are doing. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I made an effort this year to go to venues more intimate. Not saying like they like the old Masquerade, but it just, like I say, the Eastern, Buckhead Theater. I'm going to a House of Blues show soon in another state. The only show I got that's like Arena State Farm is Usher. But I said this year I wanted to go to a more intimate crowd. So, one, I don't got to worry about crazy ticket lines. Like I said, for the Usher concert, the pre-sale was crazy and all that. So, going to a more intimate, low-key concert, the tickets are more accessible and you don't got to worry about different situations like you do for an arena tour or an amphitheater tour. So, yeah, man, get in where you fit in. The best way I can describe this touring year overall, get in where you fit in. It's a lot of artists on tours, a lot of artists on tours who drop great albums and got great back catalogs as well. That's always a plus in my opinion, to where, yes, I enjoy your new work, but I want to hear the classics too, performed at a very high level. And I do want to state, I have been seeing TikTok videos of Party Next Door concerts, mixed reviews, and that little bit just shows and proves, like, yeah. Because like I said, I enjoy his new album, and he doesn't perform. His stage presence isn't up to par like I would like for it to be. So, yeah, it just solidified my my decision not to go to the Party Next Door tour. But shout out to Party, though, you know what I'm saying? Making money, do all that, but just work on your stage presence, man. You got great music. I love to see great music performed like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing Chris Brown clips every night. He just choreography on point, transitions on point, just all that. Going to see the Lots, the showmanship of being artists, not rapping over the tracks, slipping up and then catching yourself. You know what I'm saying? We know it's a rap show, a real rap show. So I love seeing that. Janet Jackson on tour doing her thing. Megan, Glorilla did their thing. It just, yeah, we in that era now. We don't really go for, me personally, I went to one bad show in my like adulthood, like one bad show. And it wasn't really a tour or nothing. It was like one of those, you know, hometown that bring an artist. It was just poorly ran. But when you go to one bad show, your objective should be, if I'm going to see this artist, if I'm paying my money to go see this artist, I got to know they stage presence always on point. You know what I'm saying? So that's a very, very high thing on my list when I'm thinking about going to concerts. But, yeah, like I said, get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? But this been episode 256, Stash House Podcast. Make sure you guys go out, have a great work week, great school week if you're doing summer school. If you're vacationing, stay safe with your family and friends. Don't shy away from the group. Stay with your group. Stay with somebody. Don't wiggle off. Yeah, just be safe all around. Be aware of your surroundings. Drink plenty of water. Stay in the AC as much as possible. Keep me in your prayers. I'll do the same for y'all. Salute.